In this video, I'm going to explain what a bit loafer is. I'm going to compare this Beckett Simonon-Horse Horse Bit Loafer to this Evans-Caine Bit Loafer in the area of price, craftsmanship, quality, design, and value. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you some recommendations on how to wear these loafers and how not to wear them. TTM montage. Roll them. Okay family, I'm back in your world. Welcome once again to Mr. Christopher, where we search all things style to equip the total man. If you've never been here before, this channel is dedicated to training young men for grown men. Wow. This is what we're doing. This channel is dedicated to training young men for grown manhood. So if you think that's valuable, just give me a like, man, and subscribe to the TTM army. Okay, so first things first, I want you to know that I have purchased every single shoe you will ever see me review. I have no agenda to sell you one product or one brand over another. That is not my point here. My biggest point is to equip you with the best information so that you have an informed decision when you make an investment of this type of quality. Because make no mistake about it, when you buy a pair of shoes like this, it's an investment and it ought to be looked at as an investment. So, just want you to know that right off the bat. When this channel does grow to the degree that sponsors want to come and pay me for the content, then you're still gonna get a straight review from me because I'm a shoe enthusiast, but also my heart is about the people that I serve, and I wanna make sure that you're getting the best possible information. So in my last video, I detailed all the finer points of this beautiful Horse Bit Loafer by Beckett Simonon. If you missed that video, you can see it right there. And I spoke about their customer service, which to this day it is top shelf. I spoke about how this is a mid-tier quality shoe given and provided at an entry-level price. And another thing I spoke about was the price point, right? Which is made available because of the made-to-order program that they have. The made-to-order program comes at the cost of having to wait for your shoes because your shoes are going to be made directly for you. So today we're going to look at this gorgeous Evans-Caine Bit Loafer. But before we do that, I want to explain what a bit loafer is. I had this question in the last video, and some folks wanted to understand what the bit loafer is and what was a horse bit loafer. And what distinguishes a bit loafer is this piece of metal here. So this piece of metal, right, that goes across, it's attached by pieces of leather on either side. This is what's called a bit loafer. And it's also referred to as a Gucci loafer, right? Gucci was the first company that actually produced a bit loafer. And the distinction here from this bit loafer, which is that piece of metal, than other loafers you might know of, penny loafers that wouldn't have anything on the front and maybe some leather across, or tassel loafers where you see two pieces of leather. The difference is the bit loafer just adds a more formal look to the loafer. The loafer in and of itself is a casual shoe. And so it's designed to be worn, more casually, maybe with jeans, maybe with odd trousers. A traditionalist wouldn't wear loafers with a suit, but the bit loafer then makes this shoe a bit more formal, and you can absolutely wear it with a suit, right? Depending on the type of bit loafer it is. So you can wear both of these bit loafers with a suit, but you have to be very careful about wearing this one with a suit. Whereas this one would be more for a formal suit, this one would be more for a casual suit. And you couldn't wear this one very much with a formal suit, but this one you could wear both with a formal suit and you can wear it casually. Why? Because the loafer in and of itself is a casual shoe. The distinction in this type of loafer over this one is the color, right? Which makes this one makes it more formal, light, brown or tan with a darker brown tint on it. This is still very informal. So it's just things to consider. These are the distinctions in what a bit loafer is. The Caine Bit Loafer and the Horse Bit Loafer, it's just in design now. You have so many different types of bit loafers, and it's really about the design of the piece of metal, but the bit loafer itself is distinguished by a piece of metal. And that's just the difference. Now, we're gonna talk about price point. This Caine Bit Loafer by Paul Evans comes in at $395, right? Which is a mid-tier price. So that was another question, and I'll answer that too. What is entry level? What is mid-tier level pricing? So entry level pricing on a shoe would be anywhere from $100 to $300. It's about entry level, right? Different levels of Craftsmanship are going to distinguish the price. Then 300 to about 600, which this shoe falls into, would be a mid-tier level shoe, right? And that's where you're going to get a little bit more finer points and more details in this type of shoe than in an entry-level shoe. And then you have about 600 to 1,000 would be the top shelf, the top tier level of ready-to-wear shoes. So the Craftsmanship, they're both Blake stitched, which makes them very comfortable, which makes them very flexible, and which gives them, you know, a versatility over the Goodyear welted shoe, right, which is a little bit more rugged, a little bit more formal, a little bit stiffer. This one just falls in alignment with being stylish. Both of these are full grain calf leather. The distinction in the craftsmanship of these two shoes, as I stated before in my last video, this shoe is crafted in Colombia. This is crafted in Italy. And the artisanship in Italy far outweighs the artisanship in Colombia, where Colombia is really brand new in the art of shoemaking, whereas Italian shoemaking is one of the foundations of really fine artisanship when it comes to crafting shoes. So the artisans that made this shoe are from just a deeper lineage of shoemakers that craft shoes from intrinsic understanding on shoemaking. And Colombia, not so. They're not bad, but this is where some of the price points are differing, right? You're gonna have more refined, sleeker designs from Italian shoemakers. Another distinction that in this craftsmanship is that this is a closed channel stitch, right? And what does that mean? That means that, as you can see here, this is a closed channel. The time that it takes to do this is another distinguishing mark and why it's gonna cost more. The leather is peeled back on the sides, and then the stitching is done around the base, around the sole of the shoe, and then that leather is then pressed back down on the corners, right? So then what you see is it's just a really sleek look. But you can't see the stitching, right? As opposed to the Beckett Simonon, right, where you can see the stitching. Now, is that wrong? Is that bad? No, it's not. There's nothing wrong with seeing the stitching, but it's just not as aesthetic. It's not as sleek. So now who's looking at the bottom of shoes? This weirdo, right? And weirdos like me. However, it's all in the aesthetic quality. They're both really good, genuine calf skin leather, but the quality on this leather is just a little bit better than the quality on this leather, and that comes off in the price point. The design. So we're gonna look at this Paul Evans, and it's just a really sleek design. It's a really, really powerfully made shoe. As well as the Beckett Simonon, but there's just points on this shoe that make it distinct. So now, which is more valuable? That really depends on what's important to you. You can do the same thing with the Beckett Simonon that you can do with the Paul Evans. However, those little points that you get from a Paul Evans are just not there in a Beckett Simonon. Are they necessary? No. But are they nice? Absolutely. So I say, for the price difference, is Beckett Simonon's shoe on par with Paul Evans? I say yes. They're crafted very similarly. There are design points on the Paul Evans that are just a little bit more. But is the shoe just as well constructed? Will it last just as long? Will it serve the same purpose? Yes. It's just as sturdy a shoe and well built a shoe as the Paul Evans. But the Paul Evans shoe is just a little bit more refined. It's a little bit sleeker. The aesthetics are just a little bit higher, and I like that. Was it worth it for me to buy that Paul Evans shoe? Absolutely, for me. But again, everything is within what your budget is like, and what I'm saying to you is that, you know, you might not be at a point where you're able to spend several $100s on a pair of shoes. If you're not, then you shouldn't. That's why Beckett Simonon is so powerful, because you're getting the quality of a $300 or $400 or $500 shoe at the $200 price point. And that is awesome. That is dope. You should definitely take advantage of that and go into using your money wisely. Don't do what I do. You don't want to buy shoes the way, listen, I have to hide shoes sometimes. Listen, I gotta, don't do what I do. right? But do what you can do to make sure that you have quality footwear. So another question that was asked was, do you wear loafers with socks or not? And I'm gonna tell you, man, there are so many different people with different opinions on this. I personally say you wear socks with every single pair of shoes that you wear. Never put your bare foot into a pair of shoes, especially a high quality shoe like this. Are there folks that are doing it? Yeah, they're doing it. Can you get away with it? Yeah, you can, I guess. But if you're talking about the aesthetic and the look, definitely, I like the aesthetic and the look, but what I do then is I would purchase a pair of no-show socks, right? And use no-show socks so that you don't damage the inside of your shoe. This is an investment, remember, right? We're talking about an investment here. You don't want to put your stinking feet and let them sweaty feet be in your shoes all day. You don't want the sweat that accumulates in the entire day of you wearing a shoe to seep into the leather, the insole. Listen, there's nothing fouler than stinking feet, man. There's just nothing fouler than that. And rest assured, if you're wearing this shoe all day without any socks, the sweat is gonna absorb straight into the leather. And now you're done, because it's gonna be hard for you to get that out. And, you know, you're really just damaging your shoe. So don't put bare feet into a quality pair of shoes like this. Now, can you wear this with jeans? Absolutely, you can wear this with jeans. Because it's a loafer, you can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with a suit, you can wear it with trousers, you can wear it with khakis, you can wear it with shorts. The loafer gives you the versatility to wear this shoe in so many different ways. This shoe gives you an even greater range of versatility because you can wear it, where you can only wear this with a certain amount of shorts, right? You can wear this with a number of different types of shorts, right? Whereas you can only wear this with a certain amount of suits, you can wear this with a number of different suits, right? Because of the different versatilities attached to both of them. Here are some examples of how you can wear loafers with jeans, you can wear loafers with khakis, you can wear loafers with trousers, you can wear loafers with shorts. That guy wearing them shorts right there, I know that guy. I don't know if you guys know that guy. He's all right with me. But yeah, so you can wear these shoes in a lot of different ways. And one of the things to understand about loafers is because they're so versatile, they give you a range of options that aren't existent with so many other types of shoes. We're gonna go through a number of different types of shoes in another series of videos I'm coming up with, but this is what you can do with these loafers. So okay, family, you already know. Why do we do what we do here at Mr. Christopher? Because manhood matters. My IG and Facebook links are in the description. And oh yeah, don't forget to comment on what you liked about this video, what you didn't, and what you might want to see in the future. It'll help my channel to grow. Okay, ladies, subscribe if you want to see your son get his life right. And fellas, I don't know. They said if you don't subscribe to Mr. Christopher, you soft. You already know, Mastering Manhood 2021. 49 for 49 series, go check that out. Peace.